In this video, what we're going to be looking at is calculating torque for a given system, looking at force applied and the size of an axle, and then determining what the most appropriate wheel size would be, given that we want a certain force output from that wheel. So in this example, we have an elastic band applying 6 newtons of force to an axle, and that axle is 5 millimeters in diameter. What we want to do is first calculate the torque as a result of this. Then what we're going to do is determine what the appropriate size of the wheel should be if we want 0.3 newtons of force being applied at the wheel. So we're going to start off with determining the torque. Okay. Now, our torque formula is torque is equal to force times the distance to which it's applied. All right, and that needs to be in our SI base units. So newtons for force and meters for our radius. So we've got millimeters and diameter, so we're going to need to take care of that first. Okay, so first of all, let's get our radius. That will be 2.5 because it's half the diameter, and we need to then convert our 2.5 millimeters into meters, which will be 0.0025 meters. So now we can calculate what the torque will be. Torque will be equal to 6 newtons of force multiplied by 0.0025 meters. And what that will give us is 0.015 Newton meters of torque. This next bit works off the fact that we've calculated what our torque is, okay? But we've got a new force to consider, and we're trying to work out our new diameter. So given that our system is putting out 0.015 Newton meters of torque, and that the force that we want is going to be 0.3 newtons, what do we want our wheel diameter to be? Well, if we use our formula to work out what D is equal to torque divided by the force. But remember, D is going to be in meters, and D is also going to be the radius of the wheel. Okay, so let's evaluate what D is first. So we've got our torque of 0.015 divided by 0.3. And that gives us 0.05 meters. All right, so again, that is our radius, and we need to convert that to a diameter for our answer, and then we want it to be in millimeters. So let's deal with it being the diameter first. So this is the radius of the wheel, and we want the diameter of the wheel. So all we do is we double it, 0.1 meter. All right, if we want it in millimeters, what we need to do is multiply it by 1,000. So our wheel diameter will be 100 millimeters.